Welcome, welcome to Saltmarsh, everybody. What do we do? How's it go? What happened last week?
We killed a vampire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a chill hang.
Chill hang. Killed a
Yeah.
vampire. Killed
Vampire.
one of your first monsters that you ever encountered. Congratulations.
Satchel disappeared to the Whisper Chamber.
Yeah.
Not that we do that.
The Whisper Chamber.
The Whisper Chamber.
Join me in the Whisper Chamber.
It's a fucking Harry Potter shit.
Yeah.
I stand by it.
We got some meat. Two of us got meatball tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh!
Vampire meatballs, yep.
I checked out the magic shop. I don't know if there's like a list.
Did I not give you a list?
Not at that time. Like it was literally like the last 10 minutes or something like that.
Check out Magic RS.
Shit. All potions are available almost on demand. Like it's going to be functionally very similar to how her name is gone from my mind.
How?
Zendros.
But without any of the charm.
Oh, that hurt me a little bit actually.
They've got like a potion creation situation that is very similar to like one of those soda machines where you can get all the different flavors of Coca-Cola or
like
awesome.
at amusement parks, those things where you can just fill the different colored powdered sugar up in a big giant tube.
Yeah, but the rules for potions remains the same. Where if you drink too many of different kinds, you'll die.
Excellent. What else happened? We got a favor from I think her name was Edda.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is currently in Vicaris' possession.
Mhm.
Also have a signed contract saying if Vicaris uses it for selfish means, he owes us a favor as a franchise.
I know Zashel and Vicaris have had their issues, but like, man, y'all just don't trust each other.
No. Look, all you have to do is look on Vicaris' face when he sees favor and he goes, "Oh," and like sharks his way forward.
I mean, who wouldn't?
He's got a point.
Although it has not been explored in game, there's reasonable evidence to support that Vendon the Abandoned has fulfilled their quest and has moved on. Although we do not know that for certain.
He's just been awful quiet lately.
Been a little quiet, a little quiet.
All right.
Oh, and some people almost got married, but
Almost is definitely a stretch.
well,
Vicaris literally proposed to everyone around him at that time.
Multiple times is the part that I love.
I used a feature just for that bit, and I regret nothing.
Good.
Strong choice.
Great sort of wound.
Can you
It
use
sounds
great
fine.
swords?
I use swords sometimes.
Can he? Yes. Will it do anyone any good? Hell no.
Nope.
Man.
Y'all,
Can
we're
you
in
use
session
your-
81.
Oh, wow.
We're getting up on 2 years of this game.
Once again, another set of armor that makes me just, man, I should have taken that level in cleric for medium armor proficiency.
Yeah. See, I've been able to wear like better than just the scale mail I have on underneath my robes, but I'm not gonna.
I'm walking around.
Ooh, bitch.
with my shit AC.
I've got a 15 AC. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I have a
I mean,
12.
Yeah,
Would
just live
you-
your life.
It's
I'll say
wasted that
also.
last level.
Hard to do with the 12.
I'll say also with our current standing, as Zendros is gone, no requested items may be sought for, and also this shop will refresh much slower than hers does.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
But hey, we can get a vicious whip.
Necklace of prayer beads.
I'm actually looking at that right now.
The vicious whip.
You want it just to like do flourishes.
Vicious flourishes.
Vicious. Ah, Staff of Withering is cool.
I did see someone who built a paladin around being able to use a vicious whip. It was disastrous.
Shocking.
I'm like a blade singer with a whip.
It could have gone. It could have gone places. It's hard to do, but you know, you never know.
Right.
Stuff can happen.
Yeah.
Right, squad. What's up? What you doing? Because if not, I'm gonna make you do stuff.
I guess the question becomes when/where are we?
This will be the day after your encounter with Zolek.
Okay, so long rest complete.
Yes.
Get,
Hooray.
Our
get
aid
my
goes away.
get my 30
Yeah,
max
get
hit points back.
Yep.
Are you sure about
Lucky
that? Do
you.
you want to double check with Sarah, with Max, if that's what's happening?
Anyway,
Yeah, do you,
moving right on past that.
do you get fixed?
Do you get fixed? You know.
Are you fixed?
Oh, bitch.
What?
Nothing to do with any of you.
Okay, so you're doing pretty good on the verticality scale.
Oh yeah, no, it's super high.
Crushing it.
Does Krellick still feel the attunement to
Oh.
Vendon?
You are no longer glowing with the radiant light of a potential saint. No.
That's not really an answer, is it?
That'd be correct.
To literally anybody but you, it would be.
That's not really an answer.
That was one of the shadiest things you've ever said, Cody.
It was. That was needlessly sassy. I'm sorry. Oh shit.
Oh, man, we are all firing on all
Yeah.
cylinders.
I'm having a very good time with my friends right now.
If ever I start a stage show, my stage name is going to be Needlessly Sassy.
Your variety act.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to be hanging out with Yop with like a piece of paper on the table and there's like some boxes drawn on it and like like some like salt and pepper shakers being used as objects and in like the big square it says Wave Crasher Manor, and
what are you working on here, critic?
Yeah, so I was figuring like we gotta come up with like a plan to like get in there, right? So I was figuring right like I'll come through the side wall, right? They ain't expecting that, and then you could come through like the ceiling.
Okay, well, when you come through the side wall, are you going to just to perhaps I don't know, really sell the surprise and really make sure that you catch them off guard. Perhaps wait until they're, I don't know, consuming a tasty, like, fruit-flavored beverage.
Yeah. We catch them off guard, right? They don't even know it's coming. You know, we burst in and then we just take them all out.
Well, look, I don't doubt that that is a good plan for taking out Scare and Wave Chaser and whatever potential guards he may have around. But I'm actually a little more concerned about what we do after we take out Scare and Wave Chaser.
Burn it down.
Okay, well, yes, that is a possibility, but we got in some pretty serious trouble with Edna of the council just for roughing up some guards. Well, a little bit more than roughing up, but they were fine when we left them.
Wait, when did you rough up some guards?
Well, there was a bit of an investigation that went a little bit sideways, and some of the guards at the Somner estate weren't very happy with the fact that we were poking around, and they asked us to leave before our investigation was complete, and one thing led to another, and we may have killed and then brought back to life a couple of guards.
Okay, so you have experience then.
Well, yes, we have experience, but my point is, right, that accomplishing that wasn't terribly difficult. But Edna was very angry with us, even though when we left, we made it clear that we were pretty sure Scare and Wave Chaser was responsible for killing Anders, and we left everybody alive.
Well,
If on the other hand, we go there and we kill everybody, including Scare and Wave Chaser, who's a member of the council, and then burn the place down.
No witnesses, no evidence.
I understand, but we're going to need a plan for what to do next. Because...
get drinks, I guess.
Oh, so you're saying you're counting on no one witnessing any of this?
Well, how could they? Right, we's coming in from the side, so, no one's gonna notice.
There's no one going to be walking around on the outside of the building that would see us going in?
I haven't really thought of that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm sort of focused on here. And I don't know, the other thing I don't know is whether or not this is something that is best taken care of before we go to Seaton, because we don't know what Scare and Wave Chaser is going to do here while he thinks whatever's kicking off in Seaton is kicking off. Right? That's sort of where I'm leaning right now, is we probably need to take care of it beforehand, but maybe we don't. Maybe it's something that can wait until... Maybe he's just going to sit around here and not really do much until he gets word from Seaton, so if we stop what's going on in Seaton, we have plenty of time to kill him. But in either event... Like, I agree with you. I think we need to kill Scare and Wave Chaser. Right, and the plan you've come up with here looks wonderful in terms of infiltrating the building and killing him. Right, but I think what needs more planning is, what do we do about the other people in the city? It's very unlikely that we're going to get away with such a thing without any witnesses. At the very least, we're going to be questioned.
Yeah, but we just say, look, I don't know, it's probably another turtle.
Well,
that
might have worked until we got these meatball tattoos. I'm starting to think the meatball tattoos were a little premature.
Okay, one, there's impossible. Okay, there's good tattoos. Two, how's this? We get masks that make us look like like squishy human people, right? And then it's like, oh, it is a human.
Yes, maybe I'll have Joshua start working on some of those masks.
Yeah. Hey, Vic would be real good at taking care of, like, anyone on the outside. He probably just convince them that, they didn't see nothing.
But yes, I think that sounds absolutely excellent. I think his skill set would come in very useful. Certainly more useful than either of our skill sets in uh, trying to keep our infiltration as secret as possible.
Yeah, wait, I just had a brilliant idea, right? We want people not to see us, yeah? So if they's looking somewhere else, then they ain't gonna see us. So, maybe, the other side of town catches on fire a little bit, and then everyone's like, oh my God, there's a fire, and then, we hit them.
Well, we do know that we could light pretty much all of Crabber's Grove on fire without doing any real damage now.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very interesting idea, Krellick. Perhaps we should ask the other members of the franchise if they would like to be involved.
Yeah. Hey, you see I made you the pepper. I point to a pepper shaker on the table.
Oh, well, that's quite... When did you have time to make this, Krellick?
Oh, I just found it. He's in the kitchen.
Ah, very nice. Oh, I see. In the plan, you made me the pepper shaker. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's you. Yep.
Got it. That's very nice. I see you've actually gone through the trouble of sketching a little meatball tattoo on the side of the pepper shaker.
Yeah. That way, you knows it's, you.
Right. Yeah, we don't want any confusion now.
Well, I mean, while we see what the others is doing, then maybe, it's early in the day. We could just take care of this, before lunch, and then, have a pint, and then, go to Satan.
Yes, I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. And Yop will call out to whoever's around to join her and Krellick in the kitchen to look over our Ocean's 11-esque planning board.
Everyone is there, unless you have a very good reason to not be there. Everyone is there.
You do have one of the sending rings, also. Yeah.
I'm in my
throwing
office.
that part out there.
He can just get me. Knock on the door.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll scream around, and then the only person or the only people I would imagine that might not show up are Zashel and Lucky, as they might be at the lighthouse. And it's not until they don't show up that I remember that I have the ring and speak into the ring. Well, Krellick, would you like to do the honors, or would you like me?
You's probably going to eat.
Okay, well, Krellick here has been kind enough to begin the preliminary planning on elimination of one Scaran Wave Chaser. It is his opinion, as it is mine, that this individual is certainly the cause of Andrew Sulliner's death, and furthermore, that the council is unlikely to do anything about it, based on the information that we have gathered thus far. As such, as you can see here, Kurlik has sort of determined that if we send in 2 teams, one through the side and one in through the top, that that element of surprise will come in very handy and should work to our advantage to eliminating Mr. Wave Chaser. Now, as I have pointed out, and the reason we have called you all here is 1, to gauge your interest in such an endeavor, and 2, to discuss further not just the specifics of this plan, but the larger plan as to what we should do regarding the town council and the legal authority of the town. Should we eliminate Scare and Wave Chaser? What should we do about them after the fact?
I point at Lauren. Yes, Lord.
I'm sorry, you said you found some evidence? What kind of evidence?
Well, if I remember correctly, we have determined that Scare and Wave Chaser was purchasing all of the components to create the type of poison that would clearly have the sort of effect that killed Andrew Solner.
This is true.
And
May I
unfortunately, I don't think we've got enough evidence that if we were to present it to the legal authority in town, that they would necessarily act on it, but it's certainly more than enough to convince me.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you intend to remain with the company at the conclusion of this next series of jobs?
Well, I think a lot of that depends on how the next series of jobs plays out. If we're able to... first and foremost, I don't know that we have any real jobs. I mean, we're not. Am I forgetting something, or do we actually owe other people money for the action that we plan on taking in Seaton?
That is technically correct.
You guys have a job.
Now, I still have a question. I understand that with your evidence, we all believe that Scare and Wave Chaser is guilty, but why exactly are we taking it into our own hands to deal with them?
Well, because no one else is going to do it, and Anders was a good boy.
Yeah,
But how does this help the franchise?
Well, I don't know if the franchise is necessarily what we're thinking about right now. Anders was murdered and nobody else can see that, and he deserves justice. I think this is more of a passion project.
True. But if we do this thing, it is very likely that that is the end of this franchise's relationship with the town.
Oh, possibly, but we do have that, oh, jeez. We were just talking about it.
The favor?
Thank you. We do have that one favor. Perhaps that could help. We could also do it very covertly so nobody knows it was us. We certainly have the ability to not only get away with it, but potentially frame another if that ever came up.
My only concern, well, not my only, but my chief concern at this point is simply timing. If we do this, and I agree that Scare and Wave Chaser is both the most likely culprit behind Anders Solner's death and that Anders Solner deserves justice, but if we are caught, there is no one to save Seaton. And we have maybe a week or so before the Brotherhood makes their move. My guess is that whatever Wave Chaser did for the Brotherhood, his part is done. Their plan is in motion and no longer requires his presence. If we if we kill him before that plan is enacted, it won't impact that plan. And if we are caught, if we are killed or exiled or imprisoned or even just forced to lay low, that impedes our ability to stop their plans, to ultimately prevent the thing that I think we can all agree it is likely that Anders was killed to make sure happened. I am all for getting justice for Anders Solmner. I will be right there with you the moment we do. But I have to wonder if perhaps this should wait until after we have saved Seaton from the Sea Princes and the Brotherhood. I don't think Wave Chaser is going anywhere. No one here, as you said, no one here really believes he has anything to do with the Brotherhood or that the Brotherhood even exists, which means if their plan goes awry, if we stop them, he has no reason to flee. He will be here waiting for us, and it is possible if our deal with the half-dragon goes as it is meant to, that may provide us a living witness to bring to bear against Wave Chaser, in which case there would be no question, there would be no way for the council even to ignore his part in, even if not Anders Solmner's death, his part in the actions of the Brotherhood and the presence of the Brotherhood. This is a solid plan, Krellick. The question becomes, does the payoff outweigh the risk? I don't believe that it does.
You know, that's kind of a good point, because it's not like Anders is going to get more dead, and perhaps the best way to honor his memory is just to make sure that for whatever reason he was killed is thwarted, and then of course death.
I mean, I agree with Zasho. Not so much on the death part, Bakaris, but I do want to find justice for Anders, as you guys say, but I don't think murdering Scared Wave Chaser is the only route or the best route to do right now. If you guys want to do that after the fact, I will not be involved in that murder.
Well, I mean, is less a murder and more of, vengeance. So
I don't know.
Are you planning to kill him, Krellick?
It's likely to be a killing, not a murder.
Yeah, I mean, he's got it coming. We all liked Anders, so.
Okay, is that not a murder then if you're gonna kill him?
Well,
it is justice, as has been said. Whether the council will, or even the courts of Seaton will see it right now, Anders Solmner was a good person who was a friend to us as a franchise and to many of us individually. There is no question that it is a matter of not just justice, but also of honor of a sorts, and that is only one of the many things that Wave Chaser has done to Saltmarsh, to our franchise. We used to have other signs out front. In terms of the health of the franchise, if that's your concern, the loss of Wave Chaser is plus for us. But the timing, I think, is off.
Okay, what if we just break his legs before we go?
This
will be
leads
a
to
warning.
the same problem of us possibly ending up detained or otherwise unable to arrive in Seaton on time.
Krolek, I'm sorry. I feel like breaking his leg is worse than murdering him in terms of consequences, because he'll still be conscious enough to report you or whoever breaks his leg versus you killing him.
No, I was gonna have a mask, right? It looks like a human, so they won't know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's gonna work.
It will not.
No, but there's magical ways to make him appear as someone else. Like I'm saying, framing is still on the table.
Well, I do not want to be involved in that planning or know about this.
I think we should actually set out for... We have 1 week before the Brotherhood's plan is to be enacted. I think we should take that time, possibly get to Seaton as soon as possible, and see if it is not yet too late to meet with the Duke. We have reasonable intelligence that suggests that the Duke is not truly part of the Brotherhood. He is merely being exploited by them. If we can make the case to him, and granted that is a large if, since that requires getting an audience, or potentially breaking into the keep, we may be able to convince him that we have the ability to both defeat the Brotherhood and to protect him, in which case he may be able to bring resources to bear in the defense of the town. And speaking from a financial standpoint, it may certainly make him more willing to pay towards our half-dragon's contracted debt.
That makes me consider two things. First, I wonder if we might ask Edda if we could cash in that favor to try and get her to get us an audience with the Duke.
That's a good idea.
It seems like having some formal introduction would be better than just going down there and hoping we can get in on charm alone.
No, that's very true, especially coming from one of the more long-standing members of the Saltmarsh Council.
Yes, the other thing that it makes me wonder is, and this is going to sound weird initially, but anybody here have any interest in a seat on the Saltmarsh Council?
I'm
I
sorry,
ask.
what?
Well, I ask because we'll be creating a vacancy relatively soon, one that was filled by personal decree of the Duke, and we'll also be doing an awfully big favor for that very same Duke.
Let's see what you're getting at.
If someone, or perhaps to benefit the franchise, wanted to take that seat on the council, it might be worth making an appeal to the Duke as part of our discussion with him.
That sounds real boring.
Yes, I would have been really surprised, Krellick, if you had expressed interest in sitting on the Saltmarsh Council. I'm not going to lie. So that shakes out. But it's not something we need to, decide right now. But if anyone is interested, or if anyone thinks they might be interested, they should consider it while we are traveling to Seaton, so that if and when we get an audience with the Duke, we can make that part of our conversation.
Although, if I was on the council, I'd have access to the money.
What about one of the interns?
Noel, is his headband of intellect working? Or did we dispel the magic in that?
I'm not sure.
I mean,
But
It is
at the very
still working.
least, and we don't have to worry about anybody listening in since Zendros is. He looks over at Vicaris and just whizzes.
These, I tap the headband. Oh no, I'm fit as a fiddle.
That
Wonderful.
wasn't the question she asked.
do you think one of our interns would be qualified for such a position?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
they,
just saying it doesn't seem like anyone here actually has interest.
yeah, I mean, they do all sorts of stuff for us. So I mean, who really knows what they's even qualified to do?
Well, Missy has been studying with Abernathy. Although
Oh.
she is not a whole lot younger, I think, than when Anders was. I don't remember how old Anders was when they said that he was.
He
defeated his mother.
He was in his early 20s.
Okay, so older than Missy.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think Abernathy would be interested?
He might. We could ask, but
I'm hesitant to suggest one of the interns because, especially since it turned out to be so dangerous for Anders, I don't know if putting them in the targets of whoever else might have nefarious purposes. Abernathy, however, I'd be more comfortable with that. He seems like he can hold his own.
You know, if it was Missy, right, it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, she'd probably get like a gun in the hand of every citizen, and that's pretty, pretty fun. So.
Oh,
we don't have to figure out who's going to fill the spot now.
I need a drink.
That may not even be an option. I mean, we will already be asking quite a bit for the monetary compensation. So, and that this is all predicated on getting
an audience with the
exactly getting an audience with the Duke to begin with.
Sounds like perhaps we should go speak with Edda and try and cash that favor in.
I agree. Vicaris, since I believe you said you would not dole out the favor without a vote. I can get the voting kit out, but I get the feeling that we are all in agreement on this.
I'm not, but I'm willing to go with the group.
What do you want to do, V?
Oh, I would like to save it for potentially something else, but if the group specifically wants to use it for this, then of course one voice doesn't outweigh the others.
Oh, well, I mean,
Especially if they need a pardon for murder.
I mean, I also have a favor from Edda from I do not remember what it's called, but I have it in my notes of that one time we had downtime where Lauren was schmoozing. I assume that is you guys have a different favor than what she has, so she also has that if you don't want to use your favor.
Oh, it's not my favor, it's the group's.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you don't want to use the group favor.
I mean, that one is yours personally.
I mean, it's all part of making contacts in the town, right? She kind of shrugs. It's not like I really need anything here.
Okay, well, it's okay. It sounds like we're gonna need to talk to attendants to get a favor, and then we all agree that Wave Crash is gotta go, but
we's doing it probably after we receive seating and maybe get paid or maybe not. I'm not really sure about all those details. So why don't some of us go talk to Edda? And I was thinking of maybe checking in on where their gunpowder is and seeing if it's there or been, moved.
Is that something you think you can do covertly enough to not... Well, you know what? I guess their plan's already underway.
I'm sorry. Can Lauren insight Krellick to see if he's actually checking on gunpowder? Because she's paranoid he's going to run off and murder Scarin.
Yeah,
I mean,
guess.
after what he did with Zendros, I'm not putting it past him to go and murder Scarin on his own.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Good. It's
Very good roll.
Okay.
Sean, what are you planning on doing?
I'm planning on checking to see if the gunpowder's there.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I just look at Lauren for like we meet eyes for a moment. Whoa.
Like her eyes narrow for a second, and then she just blinks and looks away.
Okay, look. Well, did you want to be the teacup? Okay, because Zaciel's the teacup. All right, you use the salt use the salt shaker.
I do like salt water. I don't have a problem with being a salt shaker.
Okay. Are you going to check Winston's, or I think that's the only place we definitely know where they were hiding the gunpowder at the moment.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll take Rage Fang with me because he could like sniff out the gunpowder.
I'm sorry. Can I make a suggestion? Or do you think Joshua would be willing to go and check? Because I remember when we first met him, he was able to turn into like a really small rat that would not be very noticeable sneaking in and out of like a storage room.
It's a great idea. Me and Joshua could be rats together.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
That's a good idea.
Joshua!
That's my cue.
Joshua, we have a bit of scouting business that we'd like you to do with Krellick. Are you up for it?
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. Now, be a good boy and do what Krellick says.
Okay.
Or else.
Not or else, Krellick. Calm down.
Or something.
I'll need you. Perhaps somebody should be in the area with them in case something comes up.
Oh, if we don't need me for anything, I can go with them.
Wait, can you be a rat?
Oh, I sure can.
Yes. Maybe we shall get Bethany.
Spicy
Oh my
cheese,
God.
baby!
I just had, I guess I can't ask this question because it's metagaming, but if I turn into a rat, do I fall under the Rat King's fucking jurisdiction? Like, can you find me? Can you control
I feel like
me?
Vicaris actually might have better insight into this one, and the answer is yes,
You should turn
actually.
into a fairy.
Oh.
Like,
There it is.
like there's I'm gonna tell you about this, Vicaris, because technically you'd have some insight into this. While any beast of a kind that has a beast lord of the Fae is incapable of doing any harm towards their lord.
Okay. But he
Yes.
can't like force me to like leave my friends and like go to his place and like sit in a cage.
Correct.
Just
Correct.
saying.
Not that. If you got close enough for him to like hear you, then you might be in trouble. But like if you turned into a rat right here out of earshot and everything, nah, that would not be the case.
Okay.
Everybody knows the Ferret Queen is chill. Just be a little too brat.
The idea of like Vicaris being caught in like a Silence of the Lambs Buffalo Bill situation where it's like horrifying.
Well, I don't know if you remember last session, but he's not too happy with me. Right.
Cars puts the lotion in the basket.
Just a quick little genocide, no big deal.
That's a very, honestly, very smart question to ask.
Great. So if the two of you want to take Joshua, whoever would like to go speak to Edda, Yop, it was your idea. I think it would be.
I'd be happy to accompany everyone over there, yes.
Yup. May I have a moment?
Certainly.
It does not need to be in private. Like Noel looks at everybody else that's standing around. Noah's going to pull out a contract out of his bag and hand it over, and the contract essentially stipulates that Yop, in her capacity as a private citizen, may hire Noel Scrivener, Agent of Acquisitions Incorporated and Cleric of Jurgle, to ensure the health and well-being of her and any that accompany her as they fight or as they engage in offensive action with one Scaran Wave Chaser. And the gold amount for it is 1 gold. And Noel has already signed it.
Yeah, I mean, this is lovely, but don't you think that the price is a little too low?
No.
Very well, then.
It is best to cover one's bases.
I will pull out my wand of endless ink and use that to sign the contract.
Yeah, Noel smiles very widely and like nods, rolls it up and puts it back in the satchel. It will be a pleasure doing business for you.
Yes, it will be a pleasure indeed, Noel. A pleasure indeed.
And Noel is smiling very pleased. Like clearly just winning the technicality is pleasing Noel quite a lot here.
Yeah, Yop's eyes have sort of gone to a slit, 2 slits, which is the closest way anyone can tell that she is smiling. She is not considering at all the technicality that has just been achieved, but instead is super happy considering a dead Scaran Wave Chaser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay. How are we splitting up again? We've got Krellick and Vicaris and Joshua. Anyone else with
2021.
Fucking God.
And the rest of us are gonna go hang with Edda.
We're gonna talk to, but yeah.
Yeah, the fucking chaos agents.
Joshua
And
will
I-
keep them in line.
Yeah, I feel like the easy manipulated.
Yeah, the heavy hand of Joshua will really rein him in.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Okay. All right. So those 3 are simply going down to the basement of Winston's to check out on the store, right? That's all you're doing?
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all my intention is, just to see, like, hey, is that gunpowder still there, or has it been, shifted
Yeah.
away?
And you're putting on the mouse ring.
I will put on the mouse ring. Yes.
Right. And then Vicaris is polymorphing.
Into a spider, just in case.
Okay, easily done. There's no need to make any checks, just the use of your resources. And you can certainly find out that there seems to be four unmarked barrels that are here, which is only unusual simply because every other parcel, package, box, barrel, everything else is here and marked.
I think when we were there,
you guys
last
never
time,
went down to the basement.
Yeah, we never actually went down. Yeah.
Yeah.
To fully check it. Okay. Ooh. Can't communicate while a mouse. But if I am a mouse, can we make animal noises and?
Probably could if I was also a mouse.
Right? Like, can I and Joshua communicate?
Joshua has intelligence and you do not. You are a mouse.
True.
Okay, here's a quick question. Right? Yes, he's a mouse, but is he not a mouse with a headband of intellect?
He is not. He is a mouse.
Okay.
Most of how
start nibbling on stuff.
Most of how a mouse and a rat would communicate with each other is like mostly screaming and like shifting their haunches back and forth like cats do. They just like shuffle on their feet.
Okay, then there's a lot of that.
It's screaming that normal people can't hear. It's like only dogs and fucking mice and rodents.
I am super excited that we have a subject matter expert who can weigh in on this.
I will drop polymorph. Just kind of standing there and bending down to the rat Krellick. Okay, I don't know if you can understand me, but if you could take the ring off and turn back, I have an escape plan.
Okay. I mean, I know I can take the ring off in the rat form. It seems reasonable to me that like I know like
you can see what is happening and take the ring off. Yes.
Okay. All right.
If it takes a second, I will attempt screeching. Squeaking. Squeakers.
Okay, cool. I'll take the ring off to become me.
There's like a thud and heavy sounds of things getting knocked together as you suddenly expand to your great breadth and width.
I like kind of like steady myself in a stealth mode to be like, oh. What is it?
Well, I was just seeing if we need to do anything else since we can't communicate to each other.
Oh, shit, yeah. I'll just, like, where is it? Do you smell gunpowder?
I will take a big whiff in.
No.
No.
What?
Oh,
What?
yeah,
Telling me, Eldrin, you've taken away their gunpowder smell?
I should be the one sniffing, as I was, run canines before.
Oh, sure.
I'll sniff around.
It's all sealed.
Look at the.
Hermetically. I mean, we could break into it. I don't know if that's going to be great, since someone will definitely know. Wait a minute. No, they won't. I have mending.
Oh, yes,
I'm
perfect.
going to wait to use this for so
For
long.
fuck's sake.
Yes, perfect. Okay, here we go. You ready? Look, no hands.
Oh,
Crawfish
wait,
shot.
no, not too much. Hold on.
Wait, what did you just say?
I cast my crushing claw.
Oh,
God.
okay.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, no.
This is quickly getting out of control.
to try to open a lid.
Look, Joshua
You
was
find black powder.
Oh yeah, this the stuff.
I snort a bit.
Oh,
What? You what?
Make a con save, Krellick.
Yeah, you guys never snorted black powder?
No, but it's so coarse. You wouldn't snort it. It'd just go up there and sit.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
do.
getting that.
You do just end up coughing real bad because it's not supposed to be in your nose, and you know that.
You
no,
can't
he just takes
absorb
like
it.
a little knife and cuts it up, and puts it in lines.
It's like your nasal lining isn't gonna absorb gun.
Look,
powder.
your
You
fur,
don't know.
It's
You
just
don't know
in there.
turtle nasal lining.
your mammalian nose cavity can't handle.
You hear footsteps coming down the stairs.
Yeah, shocking.
Oh,
Oh
well.
shit, it's a corpse.
Okay, Joshua, you're gonna have to head out on your own.
You
Um,
do
light
not have
it up.
eyes on Joshua.
Uh-huh. We don't have eyes on Joshua?
You do not have eyes on Joshua.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Probably
There's no...
smart and left already.
Yep. He knows his shit.
With how quickly those footsteps are approaching, I assume I don't have time to fix the crate that he just...
No, not for the minute it takes to cast sending.
Alright, I will grab his shoulder and dimension us out of there.
All right, great.
I need to know, what does the crate look like when Krellick's crushing claw Kravik Shah hits it? Like, is it clearly a claw mark out of it? Like, I mean, just...
Well, I mean, it's a mage hand, so
Uh-huh.
you know
He
whatever.
lifts the
mage
lid.
hand, yeah, it like lifts, it opens.
Okay, so there's, like, claw marks and, like, the lid popped open.
I mean, I don't know if there would be claw marks.
Yeah.
Because it's like a mage hand
okay.
couldn't do that. Like, if
Got
you
it.
cast a mage hand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless Max wants that to be how this works.
You put in a lot of effort to make it turtle themed. You called it crushing claw. There is integral damage to this barrel.
It's like a crowbar. Like, you just wedged and, like, broke one side of the top of it. It's fine. Those goddamn rats getting in the gunpowder.
Oh, rat and spider, thank you.
Where do we appear?
Yeah. I don't know a ton about the train that we get there, but I would obviously get us as far away as possible, but like in somewhat within eyesight of the building.
Sure.
Trying to
Yeah.
definitely want us to a safe location on the way that we came in.
Like onto the road or like in an alley.
Let's do an alley.
Okay. All right. No problem. You can do it. You will not be caught this way.
You've solved the dimension door puzzle.
Shit, that was a close one, V.
Yeah, who do you think that was?
Probably Winston. It would have been fine if he actually found us. He's like a pushover.
Oh. I guess
We'll
I
go
just-
back in, you know.
What'd you say?
Do you want to go back in?
I mean, I can get us back in, sure.
I mean,
Do we need...
Exactly, Miles.
do you want to use magic or you want to go through the front door? Because, like, other ways go with me.
I mean, I certainly am not against the use of magic. I'm just wondering what else will we get out of it?
Well, I mean, you cut those lines, but, ain't no one, like, they just sitting there, so it's a waste.
Oh my god. I did not say Makara's cut the lines.
I didn't think you did.
No, I was saying Krellick was doing it as a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have no other reason to go in, because we verified what we needed to, right? Mission accomplished.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just thinking that, like, maybe we take one and put it in Wavechester's house, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, That's a good idea. Or we could at least grab some, save it for later.
We'll just bring it with us and like maybe somewhere in seating, we'll put it somewhere,
Oh, I was just thinking like maybe fill like a vial or like a bag of it, and then just store that away for a rainy day.
I mean, it's up to you.
God damn it.
What are you doing?
Okay. He holds his hand back.
I'll take your hand.
I'll teleport us back.
Fucking idiots.
You hop right back in, just like
wait,
a minute later.
before we do that, was there like, because I definitely would have scouted the area, is there like something that could teleport us behind?
No, that's not really how storerooms are. They're not made with secret hiding spots.
You
I think you're
know.
thinking maybe like shelving, like rows of shelving, but
Krellick is gigantic.
We still had reduced.
He's not null gigantic.
Yeah, he's not. He's just a little fella.
Oh, God.
No, listen, he's not maybe very tall, sure, but he's
squat
broad.
as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's-
This is a brick wall. This is when they say barrel chested. This is what they
Yeah.
mean. Anyway,
Uh,
crash as you appear inside the storeroom again, scaring the literal shit out of Winston, who has come to investigate the horrible sounds happening down here, who screams and panics, and
no, it's
and
okay.
starts.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. you don't have to be afraid.
What is happening?
Oh, we were just checking on things, doing our duty.
What happened?
Oh, with what?
He indicates the shattered barrel.
Oh, well, I didn't do that.
I'll be
They're
honest
going
with you.
to kill me over this.
Oh, no, it's fine. And then I'll start casting mending on it. See? Oh, better. I just need some time.
We can fix this lock easy.
Oh, but before I do, would they be very mad if we took a little bit?
Yes! I will be killed!
Wait, so how's they gonna know that Annie's missing?
Yeah,
Because they are counting their shipments.
They count every little gram of this. Wait, do we use a metric system here?
Why did you
Get out!
Oh, well, I have to finish.
Then leave after.
Oh, sure. We'll take care of it from here out. You're good to go back up and do what you were doing before.
No, absolutely not.
You're just gonna watch him till he finishes.
I will stay here.
It makes me uncomfortable when you watch when I cast spells.
That's unfortunate. I
Okay,
can
well,
call the guards.
No.
Just be done with this whole thing, and I frankly would rather at this point be spending a few nights in prison than dealing with this. I don't think my heart can take it.
Oh, prison can't be worse than us. We're great.
Yeah, and besides, they ain't gonna take you for a few days, Winston. Not for this. This is like treason. Using it for the long haul.
I'm not leaving until you do.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Just like quietly whispering to Krellick. Okay, so we have nothing else to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're trying to nick something, it's gonna eat.
No. Just when we get back, we don't tell anybody about the second trip, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Holds out his hand again. Dimension towards us to the same spot we were before.
Great. All right.
Oh shit, where's Joshua? Where's Joshua?
Oh, that I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm just curious. How many spell slots was all that?
4. Every one of them. Plus a cantrip.
Nice.
The rest of you are headed towards the city council, the council hall, to speak with Edda. That is easily done. And she.
On the way over there, I will drink my alluring mutagen.
Afternoon, all of you. What is it I can help you with?
Well, I understand that my cohorts here have earned a favor from you.
Yes, collectively, the Acquisitions Incorporated franchise has done enough to warrant my gratitude.
Well, if it isn't too much trouble, and it is within your capabilities, we would like to cash in that favor. We could use an audience with the Duke of Seaton.
I could write you a letter and send one ahead, have him prepared for you, yes?
Oh, well, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
And might I know what this is in regards to, so that I might know that I'm not doing anything inappropriate?
Oh, well, we would just like to make an introduction as we are looking to expand the region in which our franchise is operating in. And as we have for the town of Saltmarsh, we would like to discuss any opportunities that are available to assist with the defense and overall safety of Seaton.
Roll a persuasion check.
And I will bat my eyelashes to add 5 to that as a flash of genius.
Okay. She kind of rubs her, or pinches the bridge of her nose and says, Fine, when are you expected to be arriving in Seaton?
I sort of look around to my fellow franchise members and I say, well, I believe we'll be there in about 10 days. Is that correct?
Oh, I was planning to be there before that.
Oh.
Possibly. Well, we plan, I think, to set out as soon as possible. If this is something you can do for us.
Well, I suppose I could put in a few favors and have something sent instantly. Provided you wait a day, I should be able to have an audience for you tomorrow.
I think that would be perfect.
Yes, I think that sounds wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right. She pulls out a piece of paper and scribbles out a note for you, signs it, seals it, hands it to you, and then tells you that she is going to prepare a sending to some of her associates in Seaton so that you will be expected.
How long does the trip normally take over land?
4 days. 4 days.
Yep. We will have to impose upon Lucky for our trek. I believe she has said previously that she can teleport us there.
Yes, she can. She kind of winces, but she nods.
We have 1 week before we really have to be there, but I think the extra time that we can take is worthwhile. If the meeting is tomorrow, then of course we would need to be there. If it is easier for you to do half of the week instead of tomorrow, then we can make the trip over land.
Sorry, who are you saying this to?
Edda.
She says, "No trouble per se, just personal, financial circumstance. It really is no problem."
That will give us as much time as possible in Seaton, which is appreciated.
Thank you very much for your time.
Of course, and good luck to all of you.
And Yop will exit the office.
You almost immediately bump into Joshua, who yelps and says, Vicaris and Krellick!
Hey, Joshua, hi, it's nice to see you. Let's go
Hi.
outside.
Hi!
Let's go outside and we can have our conversation out there. How does that sound?
Let's
Vicaris
not
and Krellick
in the
broke something!
council hall. Let's not shout in the council. Joshua, thank you.
Yes, outside, Vicaris and Krellick are absolutely ratted out by Joshua.
Well, it's not really entirely unexpected, I must say, Joshua, but thank you nonetheless. You've done a good job keeping an eye on them, and I know they broke something, but were they able to leave the premises without much difficulty?
Yeah, they got out just fine, but Winston saw them.
Yeah. Not ideal, but I can't imagine any of us didn't see that coming.
Yeah, he wasn't happy. He's a very angry little man.
Well,
Okay.
we'll meet back up with them at the lighthouse and, or perhaps the casino. And we can make plans to head to Seaton tomorrow.
Okay. Everyone can meet up at the lighthouse. Eventually, also Krellick and Vicaris.
Hey, I know we talked about it, but have we made arrangements with Kiara Shadowbreaker to bring her troops into town and to make sure nothing goes south here in Saltmarsh while we're away in Seaton?
I believe originally the plan was for her to use her forces against those.
The safe houses.
Safe
The
houses,
Rat
yeah.
King. Yes. Have we already spoken with her about that?
I don't remember, but I can go speak to Liru before we leave, so that can be arranged either through Liru or through Panketta. I think we should also warn both the Major, since it is his lighthouse, and Abernathy, that there may be a move made on the Wild Flame.
Yes, perhaps it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I wonder if the Major would. Wonder how the Major would feel about any of the Shadowbreaker's forces coming here to the lighthouse to help make sure that that flame stays unmolested.
I mean, we can ask. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Shadowbreaker herself, if that would make him, well...
We should ask.
Yeah, that is an arrangement that...
I mean, I think, having some additional people here would probably be wise, but if the Major's not comfortable with it, then the Major's not comfortable with it.
Since we will not be taking the turtle shell to Seaton, although I suppose we could have taken the turtle shell. I just now remembered that it has wheels. I suppose that would have... Well, too late now. We have a hidden compartment on that boat that we have literally never used.
Okay, so we's going to Seaton tomorrow, not today.
Correct. I mean, we could go tonight. I just think we have a few more arrangements to make here before we leave. If we can get them all taken care of. How early is it today? Still fairly early?
Yeah.
Well, if we can get them taken care of today, then perhaps making our way to Seaton and being prepared on time and early for the meeting with the Duke would be the best way to go about it.
Yeah, we go to Seaton, go to a fancy pub.
Don't see why not. We need to see through the defenses of the lighthouse. We should also probably speak to Eleander. We should try to have somebody keep an eye on Wave Chaser while we are gone. If nothing else, so he is... to make it harder for him to sneak out while we are in sea.
Joshua, do you think that's something you can handle?
Do you want me to restrain him if necessary?
Absolutely not.
No, just follow him so that we know where he's gone.
I'll not rest! You got it!
In fact, and I will hand Joshua the whatever
ring
the ring is
used.
called, yeah, so that he can communicate with us.
All right, got it.
Just be careful.
He shrinks down and vanishes.
He's so sneaky when he's like a little rat.
Well, that is how he followed us for so long. Okay. Lauren, you have the best rapport with Abernathy. If you would like to warn him and see what he would like to do about shoring up the defenses here, I will go into town and speak, hopefully, to the Shadowbreaker.
Sure.
We should still make sure that we're not wandering around alone. So if somebody would like to accompany me to Liru's, is there something I'm overlooking?
Not that I can think of.
It might be best for someone also to speak to Firebrand and just. We know that something is happening in the next week. I know that the actions of the council here have put many of them in sort of their actions have put them at odds with the goals of the Brotherhood. The council here are the ones who authorized our trip. The treaty with the lizard folk, with the Lokatha, the merfolk. I mean, basically all of our non-human allies, which seem to rankle the Brotherhood so much. We need to make sure that the council here is at least on guard, if not actually guarded. So I think the best person to speak to for that would be Eleander or Manistrad. And when he says Eleander, he'll look over at Bakaris, and when he says Manistrad, he looks at you.
Do you have a preference, Bakaris?
Doug, you there?
I'm fucking muted, aren't I? I was laughing at first because I was like, I wonder if we speak Spanish in this world, and I can say "Por qué no los dos?" Why not both? I'm happy to talk to Eleander, but
I was sort of thinking both.
Oh, well, wonderful.
I figure Manistrad might prefer to be in the company of her kin, but Eleander is certainly the one responsible for the protection of Saltmarsh and the council. Perhaps it is time for the two of them to pull their forces together, as it were.
Wonderful. I will head over there immediately.
oh, same.
Okay. Going back to Eleander and Manistrad.
Yep.
Okay. And what would you like to mention to Eleander?
Oh, hi. So we should be leaving soon to follow our next mission. But we believe that although we have no intel or anything like that, we just believe that there is a chance that members of the council may be forgot the word. Potentially in danger should other forces kind of catch on to what we're doing. So we wanted to stop by and see about potentially increasing security for the council members in particular, but also Saltmarsh in general.
Most of our forces are currently being trained for sea with the upcoming military initiative.
Sure.
I can see what can be done, but I don't know that we have many men to spare.
Yeah, I think it's more just like keep a close eye on everything and just be careful. We've already lost one council member. We don't want to lose any more.
He seems skeptical, but nods. And what would you like to say to Etta?
To Manistrad.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah, no worries.
I was picturing her in my mind, and then just... Anyway.
Right. I'm just going to explain to Manistrad that we have reason to believe that the alliance is in jeopardy, and that there are forces that are going to take actions to try and weaken, if not destroy it, and that we are currently trying to shore up defenses at the lighthouse, but she may want to draw upon whatever defenses and deploy them as she sees fit around the city, and perhaps even contact some of the Alliance members and let them know that their assistance might be useful.
Shit. Well, I don't know how much help we can be, but the best I can do is probably get the folks I know out of town and back out at the mine. But that's not nothing. I can maybe open it up to anyone who... She puts up fingers and does and makes air quotes and says, needs to work for an extended period, if necessary. But that's about the best I can do.
Yes, well, I will certainly leave it to your judgment, but just be aware that if there's a sudden disappearance of dwarfs from town, they're all suddenly out at the mines for much longer periods of time than they usually are, you do run the risk of both weakening the actual Saltmarsh defenses and potentially being blamed for what happens if you and your people are not around when whatever goes down goes down. Now, having said that, I certainly believe that you are wise enough to weigh all of those forces and will surely make the best decision, not just for you and your people, but for all of Saltmarsh.
Well, I can open up jobs for anyone interested in working in the mines outside of my clan. She kind of runs fingers through her beard and says, but we're not soldiers. I'm the most fit for combat out of anyone in my family, and I haven't seen war in like 150 years.
Well, yes, by all means. I think both protecting the dwarves and opening up positions far enough outside of town that people would be safe to anyone who would like to take them are both very good ideas. But I also think that using whatever diplomatic skills you can bring to bear to influence other members of the council would probably be a good idea too. Although I would caution, I don't think you'd find a very sympathetic ear in Scarin Wave Chaser.
All right, well, I'll take it into advisement. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and thank you for your time.
And is there a message that's getting sent to Kiara, or no? Or are you wanting to speak with the Major first?
Talk to the Major first.
Okay.
Go up and just knock on the door.
The door creaks open very loudly, and a bleary-eyed man in a kilt meets you.
Major, so I'm sorry to disturb you. We have
reason to believe that the Wild Flame itself might be a target for an organization allied with the Sea Princes. Having spoken to having spoken to one of their members who expressed interest in breaking the Wild Flame Pact, and I believe you've told us that this lighthouse contains the living embodiment of that pact. We would. The
He's
next.
shushing me, and I'm not doing anything.
We are hoping to move forces here to defend the Wild Flame Pact and frankly our franchise here as well. But the forces that we are hoping to utilize are under the command of Kiara Shadowbreaker. I know there is a hesitance, a conflict between the two of you.
The conflict is not on my behalf. She did not understand why I was placed here, nor understood the gravity of my position. If you can get her to agree, I would be happy to see my daughter again.
I will make my way to have that message delivered. I don't know what other preparations can be made for the lighthouse. Many of our interns and staff will be here at your disposal as well. Only a few are trained combatants, possibly only Micah Ravensborough and Toby Wilvers. They will almost certainly have command of the Turtle Shell here instead of in Saltmarsh.
I can make use of that assistance.
Excellent. And I believe one of my colleagues will be speaking, or is probably speaking to Abernathy, and may be able to acquire additional support from the head office. If that is something that you are amenable to, if you would like to speak to Abernathy to coordinate that, I leave that to you. I am going to go and try to get a message to Kiara. Her forces are unfortunately doing a bit of double duty on this particular issue with the Brotherhood, so...
He nods and says, I will speak with Abernathy.
Fantastic. We appreciate your assistance.
And you want to send a message to Kiara?
Oh boy. This probably have to be done through sending, so...
You could do Dream that night if you wanted.
Oh, good point. Then yeah, I guess Zashel will make his way through the casino, through the lighthouse, down to the casino, and go speak to Liru, give her a kind of overview on everything that's going on. Well, first off, Zolek is no longer a concern. That has been dealt
Congratulations.
with. Yeah, it went real well. No problems at all.
Zashel, I... Try that one again.
It went very well. There were some injuries, but everything is fine. Everyone has recovered well. There is no longer a vampire threat in the form of Zolek on Crabber's Grove.
Thank you. I don't like to have to read your mind if I don't need to.
We are making our way to Seaton tomorrow, and I need to communicate with the Shadowbreaker once more. You have done that for us previously through the dreams. And I suppose I'll leave it in your hands whether you'd prefer to have Punketta deal with this, or send the message if you are capable. We believe that the Brotherhood, in addition to their move against Seaton, may take actions here in Saltmarsh. We believe that the Wildflame Pact itself is in jeopardy, as well as the Council of Saltmarsh, who have been the initiators in many of the actions with our non-human allies, which seem to rankle the Brotherhood so much. We would appreciate, we understand that we have previously asked the Shadowbreaker to deal with some of the safe houses, and as many of those as she is capable of continuing to assist in. I'm not positive where her forces are, but any additional defense of the lighthouse or of Saltmarsh would be greatly appreciated. The lighthouse itself represents the embodiment of the Wildflame Pact, which is something the Brotherhood seeks to break. And should the lighthouse fall, that ancient pact will go with it. So
Liru looks at Punketta, who's scribbling down notes, and gives her a passive thumbs up as she's taking note. And Liru nods to you, Zashel.
We will be setting out for Seaton in the morning. If there's anything that you need in the meantime, we are hoping to have we should have an audience with Duke Merrick tomorrow.
Very well.
The two of you should also take precautions. I don't know. We know that there are many Brotherhood members within the town, including Scare and Wave Chaser. And their distaste for non-humans is, it seems, a stronger driving force than we originally gave it credence. If you would like to take refuge in the lighthouse, that can be arranged as well.
Her brow sort of creases as she looks around her collections on the walls. Her lips purse. She kind of shifts from foot to foot and says, "I'll consider."
Please do. Be safe.
And we'll take our 10-minute break and head to Seaton. All right.
Oh, heck yeah. There was one quick thing that I would want to do before we leave to Seaton, but it is it is not complex or anything.
Okay. What is it?
I want to go to the top of the lighthouse just to talk to the little spark.
No. Okay, yeah, no, that's gonna take an effort, unless you're going from the outside.
Yeah. I've actually made like little pegs because I told it I would come see it sometimes. So like, they don't. We don't want to enter the room, and so I talked to it from outside.
Okay, yes. Okay, if that is the case, you can do that, no question. I thought you might have been suggesting you were going to go and have a little chat.
Yeah, no, I'm respecting the don't go in the room and open the door to the thing. Yeah, I'm not letting it loose.
Hello.
We were really about to be all over the place again.
I mean, is that a bad thing?
No, not really. I had been thinking about the plan to deal with Scarin, because I think it came up end of last session. I was like, man, I really want to do that, but that seems... Glad it's still on the agenda.
I mean, it could have been bad if we didn't find Winston.
I really was trying to figure out, like, you guys both went in and then got out of mouse form, knowing mouse/spider form, knowing you couldn't go back into it. It's like, but now you're stuck. Not stuck, obviously, but it's so good. Okay, bye. Teleport. Wait, we should go back in. Teleport.
Well, we did our best.
Teleport.
Yeah, I should have just made like a big show of us like looking like we're about to teleport out and then just making us invisible.
Okay. Adam, you here?
I am.
Cody? Oh. Monkey?
Yep.
And Sean? Well, we'll get back anyway and they'll filter in. Okay. Does anything need to happen before you leave for Seaton the next day? Nope. Okay.
Did Laura never speak to Abernathy?
She did go speak to Abernathy. I didn't know if we needed to roleplay that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean, I don't have anything to add besides what Zashel told me to tell him, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Lucky with the the few magic components she has remaining. Let's check that counter.
Just get some water, dude. Oh god, we've done quite a bit of teleporting, haven't we? Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have. Okay. That's where we are. She says as she's preparing, okay, so like I've been to Seaton, and I've got a place for us to go. But it's gonna suck.
I mean, it can't be worse than the Kraken, right?
Sure.
It's the next day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, careful what you wish for.
The ritual begins, and the tavern of her imagination envelops all of you at first, and after 45 minutes begins to melt into an odd shape as stretches and forms into what is clearly just another tavern, but this one with the palpable odors and the sounds and raucous shouting of people who have managed to be awake and active and alert all night and into the morning. It is filthy and loud and bawdy, and filled with angry and very drunk pirates. And your arrival is absolutely noticed. At first, there seems to be like some hazy recognition of perhaps Lucky, maybe even Krellick. But then there's some dissenting whispers and murmurs and groggy shouts, and it becomes very, very clear very quickly. These people are very upset that you're here, and by their comments, it would appear to absolutely, unfortunately, tragically, and awfully be a racial thing. I'm going to drop you on a new map. We're going to roll initiative.
Hooray!
You guys are going to fight some racists.
Hell yeah.
Wait, which side am I on?
Who doesn't love to punch a racist?
Everyone's living the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, that's my usual initiative.
Whoa. I'm way against the curve. Holy shit. Oh, is this winter?
Yes.
Nice.
He figured since we're going to a new place, you should focus on survival because we've had way too many ghosts.
Yeah. That's
So here's
reasonable.
I love that this was I just picked that token, and I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks about right. That looks about right for my initiative.
Oh no.
I cannot be going first.
My sheets aren't opening. Oh no. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna refresh. Sorry, everybody.
I mean, the great thing, Noel, is that you get to set the tone, you know? You know, you're gonna spiritually wood chipper these people, or just kind of, just teach them a lesson.
Huh. It could go either way. Undecided.
Everyone's got map and lighting working right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a relief!
We did it.
I've had some trouble with this map this past week. I fully stocked this map last week, and when I opened it today, it was blank.
Oh no.
My character sheets are opening, but not with the shortcut, so I'm suffering. Give me a second to do all this manually. God damn it. Oh, come on. Spoil my fun. I have always whisper selected in the settings, but Will it remember? No.
Well, it used its evoker class to bypass that. That's its class feature.
Are also... Oh my god. Sorry, everybody. Ordinarily, I would love to be smart and take care of this while I'm on break, but I am putting the kid to bed now during break, so...
No worries.
No problem.
Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, sweet. I'm up first. Oh, I'm up first a lot.
Mostly.
I'm up first a lot. Okay, here we go. So, first to attack. Actually, this person does not run forward. This person will actually step behind. One person bounds forward with a short sword. The other two load crossbows. And we're going to attack first Lauren with a short sword, and then with a 13. Then Yop and Zashel with a 19 and then a 9 with crossbow bolts.
19 hits.
A 9 misses.
Okay. Alright. Oh, also, I missed this. 2 more attacks to Lauren with the same short sword, but neither of those are going to hit. Forgot that actually had 3 attacks with that weapon. Okay, let's see. Yop. I have 10 plus sneak attack. A total of 21 points of piercing damage from a very sharp and accurate crossbow bolt.
Okay.
And then I have these fellas. One bounds across the table, and the other similarly fills the space a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna get a little tight. This is fun. 17 with a great sword to hit Zashel. 17 and 17. Both of those are gonna hit, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. 15 and 10 slashing damage. And then for
Is 25.
Yop, I have a 12 and a 24.
24 hits.
Also,
8.
don't forget, everybody, you should have 10 temporary hit points.
8 slashing damage to you, Yop. And then, oh, that's right, I get to attack Lucky next. 21 for 10. And then on the upper balcony, so for those who can't particularly tell, we have folks on the upper balcony. that's how this map should be interpreted. We have attacking Krellick, and then two each. So 2 to Krellick, 2 to Null, and then 2 to Vakaris. 22 and 16 to Krellick.
The 22 would you said 22 and 16?
Yes.
The 22 hits, but the 16 will not.
All right. That first attack does 19 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and who did that?
Someone up on the high balcony.
Okay.
Null, a 15 and an 8.
15 will hit.
Okay. That will be... Holy fuck, 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then Vakaris, 14 and 15 to hit.
Ooh, neither.
Ooh, isn't it nice to wear armor?
Yes.
All right, that's their turn. Null, you're up next.
Yeah, Noel is like going to like blink in surprise at the like arrow, make a very, very long sigh, and as the sigh starts to like expand out, yeah, we're gonna be going full ring wraith. Let me just make sure.
I think we could have excused it, but the sneak attack probably sealed the
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardian. So
Okay.
the ring wraiths like crawl up from the ground. I'll put the aura down on top of myself.
Thank you.
Yeah, so like I think I can only see probably. I don't think we can see back to where the evoker is, right?
Correct. He is absolutely obscured from where you
we
are.
can only see these. Maybe this first archer here, or whichever archer's like popped up, shot, and then went back down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Vakaris.
Excuse me. I will watch all those arrows fly by me and say, "Come now, we are travelers, and we mean you no harm. Perhaps you should just lay down your arms and practice nonviolence for a full day, and hit them all with mass suggestion."
All right. What is our realm of effect?
So
You have
with
to be able to
reading-
see them, and they have to hear you and understand you. Excellent. Okay. Well, with that accent, I'm just kidding.
Fuck off.
What's your DC?
I believe it's 17. 17.
Okay. Wisdom, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. And 1, 2, 3. Do they have advantage if they're fighting you? Can you check that for me?
I read it a couple times. I did not see it.
Okay. 3. Okay. 17, you said.
Yes.
Okay. As you can tell, most of them, all except one fella here, still armed with a crossbow, become hesitant and begin sheathing their weapons.
Holy shit.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm bewildered that worked so well.
Yeah.
Inspiration. Inspiration and Krellick. Let's just make it easy. Only hit the ones that look like they are still going to hit us. No, nothing here.
Okay. Then a fella steps up to the balcony for a minute and says, and says loudly, "Now what sort of oddity might you all be?"
Feels racist.
The partner's gonna kick your ass.
Alright, cool.
You have to be more specific.
Let's see. Oh, that's fun, but I'm not gonna mess with that just yet.
Oh, I don't know if I said this or not, but any creatures that can't be charmed are immune.
Yes, yeah. It works out. Most of these folks just appear to be some dudes. Yep. Yeah, let's see. Kralik, please make me a dexterity saving throw. You will have advantage on this as a barbarian.
Okay. 7.
Great. And Lucky and Lauren and Noel also make dexterity saving throws. Okay. Wow. Okay, everybody. Love this. This gentleman seems very displeased with this response, and with a firm grasp on his staff, a bolt of lightning arcs from the crystal at its top and zaps right into Krellick, and then shatters through Lucky and Lauren and Noel also. Each of you, please take 43 points of lightning damage.
Jeez.
And then it is Krellick's turn.
Okay. Okay. I am smoke sizzling off me. I will look up at this. Actually, that guy stayed right there. Is that correct?
He is actually sorry. I forgot that I was going to move him back. Okay. My apologies.
And does that remove him from my line of sight when he moves?
Line of sight, yes.
Okay. Then he's safe on his turn. Okay. Sizzling from the lightning. I look up. How tall is this balcony in the air? Like how high is it up?
It's shockingly high. It's about 20 feet.
Okay. I will reach into a little pouch on my harnesses, pull out hold on, let me check. Pull out a grasshopper, like a dried grasshopper.
Oh, okay, all right.
Start chewing it, and say, "You are pissing me off." I'm gonna cast jump on myself. I will take a 5-foot step to here. What is here? This is a bar kind of thing here?
It's technically something else, but it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
All right. I'll kind of step to the side a little bit, and I can jump 24 feet into the air.
Yeah, so you can actually get up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You kind of trip on your way up over the balcony because you're 6 feet tall, so you kind of like your feet hit the railing, but you'll get there.
Hell yeah! All right, I jump up. Okay, I think that puts me here. I will look at this this dude here. Look at the is this dude? He's just like full beard wizard, yeah. That's his deal?
He looks very strangely proportioned, but yes.
Okay.
His head and shoulders seem very, very small. But he's very tall.
Okay, cool. I will I will go. I will go into a rage. That's my action to do the casting.
Yep.
Movement. My movement lets me move. Can I take? We've played a little loose with this, but can I take my shield out as a free object interact?
Yes, yes. I don't fuck around a lot with swapping of hand objects.
Okay. Then I will pull the shield to bear, and I am quote unquote barreling through them, but I'm attempting to just move past them. So I will go into a rage, and I can move 20 feet immediately.
Yep.
So
They are enacting passivism to the best of their capability. They do not take opportunity attacks.
Excellent. All right, 5, 10, 15, 20. I only I have 10 feet of movement left. So I will get to the dude where he is, just fuming, enraged. And I will use an action surge to try to crush this thing through the floor.
Okay.
Okay, I will recklessly swing out at the man. 23 to hit.
That hits. Yep.
Okay, for 26 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Once more, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, for 24 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Yup, it's your turn.
Can I tell which of these things are under the mass suggestion and which aren't?
Yes, because all those who appear to be now pacifists for a day are lowering and sheathing their weapons. Only this one remains aggro.
Okay. I am going to, in that case, I am going to, as the dude in front of me is lowering his weapon, I'm going to say, well, thank you. Just a little to the left, please, as I aim with my shield and hit the lever on the back of it, targeting this guy. Try and get him with a chain whip.
That just barely hits.
All right, fantastic. And I will drag him 10 feet closer to me.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna have him shove. The other guy's gonna get bumped out of the way.
all right, fair enough. And I'm just moving some stuff around because Betty and I are going to change places.
Okay. Wiggle around to the back.
Yeah.
All right, Lauren?
Lauren is going to... I can't see Kralik. But...
Hold on, is daylight not on? Daylight should be on.
Oh, well...
I think she
a
means
really
that...
bad roll.
Oh, yeah, you can't see him physically, like, with... But you should.
Yeah,
it should be black.
No, if I should be able to...
No, you can't target.
With Master Wound. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will heal myself. I believe... Who else is hurt? Lucky, right?
Yeah.
Lucky, no. Yeah. Who he pulls this up to? I cannot remember.
You can click show spell description. I'll pop it up.
My game is buggy and it's not opening. One moment, let me refresh.
We go. 6 creatures.
6 creatures, okay, yeah. Was Zashel hurt as well?
Yeah, I took a little bit of greatsword damage, but not much.
So, everyone but Kars and Kralik, I guess? I think that's... Should be.
Yeah. Alright.
And, I saw Yap walk around without getting hurt. I'm gonna try to climb over a table and get around these guys.
Yep.
sorry. I'll move myself once I'm loaded in. I'm trying to reload the game.
No problem. You can just move on your turn, or when you get back in.
Mhm.
All right, Zashel.
Well, depending on where Lauren moves, there will be a spot next to Noel regardless. I don't know who looks worse off between Noel and Lucky, but with these two,
They're
or with
both
these,
bloodied.
never mind. 10, 20, 25. And I will cast Cure Wounds on Lucky. Yes, double to go through someone's space. Oh, well, then I will stop here.
I can just climb off the table here, right?
Speaking of not great dice.
I think I'm actually on the table because rough terrain from climbing tables. Yeah.
25. Healing for Lucky from Cure
Okay.
Wounds. And I also cannot see Krellick because Krellick is too far into the balcony is the word I'm looking for. So I will go ahead and 3 dice of healing light onto Noel.
Well, thank you.
For 13.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, you did warn us that this would be awful.
She nods and like takes a step back, like with her hands up, dodging. This one guy who's still agitated is going to fire at Yop now, since she got him with only a 14 to hit. That's nothing. These guys are going to
I dropped concentration the second I saw them
get chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I passed the con save on the fucking lightning, and then it's like, chill now.
Yes. Yeah. All of the ones who are chill now go and kind of hazily return to their tables.
Except for the one guy who's like, guys?
Yeah.
Hey guys, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Are we not?
The fucking wizard's like, can somebody help, please?
How tall is the table?
The table off the ground?
Yeah.
Like 3 feet?
It's real close. Damn.
There's a staircase. There's like a staircase.
Well, yeah. But like, I was calculating my high jump, and I think if it's 3 feet off the ground, then I can actually make it like 19.1 feet up by running and then just extending.
In a heroic feat of athleticism, unlike any I've seen Noel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes it too high. It's too tall still.
Yeah, I like assess it. You said the stairs are over here, right?
Yeah.
Well, where's the bad guy down here?
That one. So that one. Try to that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to ping. My roll 20 is unhappy today.
Well, I'm gonna just barge through. Do I run straight by it?
I mean, if he has a crossbow, technically he can't make an attack of opportunity because he's not wielding a melee weapon, technically.
I mean, I am just gonna like run by and start climbing up the stairs. So it's 50 feet to get to in a straight path to get to the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Then it's probably another. I can only probably get like halfway up.
Yep, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, that's how math works.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm in the process of going up the stairs.
Okay, Vicaris.
I'm going to step closer. Hang out right here. It's this guy right here, right?
Closer. The one directly above you.
Oh, okay, cool. Even better. Oh, in that case, well, I did technically walk. I can squeeze past these people because they're not angry anymore. If you insist on fighting, wisdom save for whole person.
Won't that break?
Mass suggestion is
No,
not
not
a concentration.
Nope. Yeah.
Holy
Yep.
It's a 6th level. It's
He
a
rolled
big boy spell.
He rolled a 4. He is frozen.
Ooh, and he actually like ice forms around his body.
Ooh,
Mhm.
great.
And then I will, to add insult to injury, just like blow him a kiss. And give Noel inspiration. I don't have anything fun to say.
You can like see my foot as I'm like working my way up the stairs.
That's not done.
Okay. The small hands and slight arms of this spellcaster shake a little as his hands grasp the staff. And
do it.
Krellick, I need you to
Don't-
make another dexterity saving throw.
Don't you do it. I swear, if he okay, he's doing it.
Oh shit.
That is a save.
Oh, thank God.
As ice in a ring around you begins to build upwards and over and around you, and you are in a dome of ice. Let's see. That's still. Let's see. That's 26 and a half is 13 points of cold damage. And you're just in this ice bubble now.
There's like a solid ice bubble around me.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll drop a little thing.
Okay. Can I see through it, or is it obscuring my vision?
Um, I want to say it's not clear. Like it's not opaque. We're translucent.
Okay, I need a definitive for targeting reasons whether I can see or not see out of it.
Yes. And that's the problem is I don't like it's not clear. It's not. You can't. You will have disadvantage if you were to target through something, or if you're to try to target something with like a spell. I'm gonna say probably at this proximity because of how close he is. You can. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Snap. Please, snap. For the love of God, snap. God, it's not gonna let me. It's
It
fine.
looks good. Looks fine.
There we go. Anyway. Your turn.
Okay. On as he ends his turn near me, then I'm going to invoke the rune Tarnish, and he will have to make a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Easy money, natural 20.
Okay. Well, got to use these things.
Yeah.
That was stone. Okay. How thick is this ice?
It is. I was just looking at it, and the information did not stick.
And full dome, right? Not wall encasing, but full
Yes.
dome.
A dome.
Okay.
Well,
Either way, I'm
yeah.
gonna break through it. That's
Yeah.
my plan.
I have what you need to do in order to break it.
Yeah, because if it was a wall, I
that's
could
what
jump
matters.
over it, but it's a dome. I have to go through it.
Yeah, you have been encased.
Yep. You've been encased.
Creature. Oh, never mind. You're good. Continue.
Yeah. Yep. Just double checking. Okay. for bonus action stuff. Okay. I'll say, "Come on, Vendon, let's get him," and try to break through the wall of this thing.
With Vendon?
Well, I mean, I'm just, he's my buddy.
Okay. Well, I mean, he is a weapon, so I'm just asking.
Oh yeah. No, he's in the bandolier for sure. So he gets front row seats to the action. But he's he if he wants to do something, he can.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to just make attacks or checks against this?
It would be an attack.
Okay.
You have to damage the ice.
Okay. I will recklessly attempt to damage the ice. With a 22 to hit.
That hits the ice.
Okay. I will do 23 bludgeoning damage to the ice, unless it's like if it takes extra damage or whatever.
Yep. It is still intact, though it is significantly shattered.
Okay. It's a shame that he's like beyond my reach. I can't just reach through and grab him. That'd be real fun. Okay. Okay. I swing again. I don't have anything like I can really do. It's 15.
That will hit.
Okay. For a 24 bludgeoning.
All right. The dome shatters.
Okay. Crashing through, I will make a leap to the other side of him, up and over.
Excellent.
And just say like, "Where do you think you're going?"
Okay, make a con save as you hop through the bubble. I should not have deleted it, but it's okay.
Okay.
The space where the bubble remained. Oh my god.
13. Actually, you know what? I'll use my bardic inspiration because I don't know what I need to do.
Oh, let me see what that does.
Well, it's a 21. So.
That turned a fail to a save, so you will take 9 points of cold damage. You're blasted through frigid air.
My favorite.
You gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled.
Jesus.
Plus my charisma modifier, which is
What's
5.
your charisma? Oh my god.
Stonks.
Somebody stop this man. Okay. Bonus actions. Not that. I've done that. I don't. You know what? I think I'm gonna heal myself. Is what I'm gonna do. I will regain 12 HP. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Yup.
All right. Excuse me. Yop will start walking forward. She's going to end up right over here. Along her walk, she holds her warhammer up, like pretty close, like sort of up against her beak, and is like mumbling to it. And then it emits a bright light as I cast Branding Smite on the warhammer.
Time to teach someone a lesson.
All right.
Honestly.
Adlin.
And then, all right.
27 hits. It's an auto crit.
Yeah. Fuck your couch, man.
That's paddling.
So let me see. I need what? Another D8?
2d6 for the branding smite and another d8 for the warhammer.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Oh, God.
Well,
What is that, 24? That's 24.
10, 20, yeah.
God damn.
Oh, that
and
is tragic. That man is fine still.
there's another warhammer strike.
Yep. Another D8.
Oh yeah.
Alright, not nothing.
And Betty will just camp out right there.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Lauren.
How hard would it be for me to climb up this to the second floor?
Do you have a means to climb? Because it's 20 feet up. You're now standing at about 10. Well, not even 10 feet up.
I'm not sure I can jump that high, so.
Is there like a
No.
support pillar? I mean, that it has to be held up by stuff.
Sure, but that would be more central to the balcony, not at the, not at a climbable point.
Not at a climbable point. All right. Yeah. I guess I will just try to hit this guy right next to me. I don't know.
No, that guy's chill.
What are we attacking? I'm so
Hold
confused.
on. I'll put a sticker on the one guy who is held and not chill. That guy.
Wait, is there stairs going up or is there no stairs?
Yeah, Noel has run towards the stairs.
Yeah. I will go to the stairs then. I guess I'll walk around everyone else.
Okay.
I'll go upstairs. Find Kralik.
Beating the shit out of this old wizard.
I will dodge for my action.
Okay. Zashel?
I can't really see up there. This one dude is basically out of commission at the moment, so I will. Oh, it's just touch. God. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I will cast fly on Lauren, Vicaris, and Yop.
Oh, fuck yes.
Gosh. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel really bad about this monkey, but it's too good for the bit. Can I stop here and instead of getting Lauren, can I get Betty?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to fly.
Go, Betty. Go, Betty.
It's your natural born habitat.
And as Zashel reaches out and just runs a hand along Betty's mechanical wings where the feathers would be, he looks down at Betty and says, "Go help Kralik." And then turns and gives Yop a thumbs up. And that's my turn.
Lucky goes and hides in the corner. We got this guy who can make a wisdom save. Not a chance. That's another 4. Okay. He had his day in the sun. Saving for the first one. Noel, it's your turn.
I finished climbing to the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Take a step. I could see old dickhead, right?
Yeah.
How hurt is he looking?
You see a ring of ice on the ground. You see that he is wildly very oddly proportioned and not looking well off. And both he and Kralik, not doing so hot, actually.
We are engaged in mortal combat.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hold up a hand and cast Blight on the old man.
Damn.
Okay. Sure.
So, is that on a failed save?
Oh God! Wow, he does not survive that. All of the water drains from his body, and he turns into a shriveled old raisin, skin stretched over his bones. He's dead.
It's definitely. I just make him into parchment.
Yeah.
I just slowly pull all the color out.
He just turns into ash on the bone and clatters to the ground, and as he falls, you see the little form of a gnome body drop out of a pair of stilts and clatter to the floor.
Noel just sighs as this like paper mache human falls, leaves a fucking gnome in its place. That's the end of my turn.
I think we're gonna call initiative right there.
I'm so disappointed and sad. That's the end of my turn.
I'll look to Noel and just say, brutal. I love it.
Oh, man.
Noel just like shrugs, says, "I still think it counts."
You hear the clacking of a skull on an advocate. I'm gonna pick up his stupid staff.
All right.
I, the player, will think better of breaking it over my knee for fear of what.
We win.
Okay, now since I think the owner of this place is dead, we should go.
By the way, Betty's flying around this place like crazy. Like she's out of control flying around this place.
You hear Noel from up here going, that was the owner?
Yeah, that was Plek.
The gnome.
Uh-huh.
Whoops.
Sounds like drinks are on the house.
Oh boy. Well, we should go. Not a good. Wait. Why are a bunch of racists hanging out with a gnome on? You know what?
We've got about 20 seconds before I can't fix this as easily. Are you sure you don't? About 10 seconds.
We should
Make it
probably do something. Yeah, do it.
Yeah. I'll fucking waste a revivify on this stupid gnome.
God damn it.
It's one of my revivify. Chill out.
I know.
While Noel is doing that, Yop is whispering to Vicaris, "Say, do you think you can forge a bill of sale?"
Likely. I am pretty much good at everything.
God damn it. Yeah. I'll walk up to this gnome with like 10 seconds to go, put a hand, basically just palming its head, lift it up from the ground so that it's like level with my chest. It just, as the like color goes back into it, all of like moisture that was like scattered on the ground sucks back into it, and Nola's just holding a gnome by its head, looking at it.
Muffled under your palm, you just hear him say, "Banned."
Yeah, that is sensible. Yes. I'm sorry I broke your flesh suit. It looks down like the parchment, it just looks like paper mache faded out on the ground.
Do you all leave?
Yep. Time to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hang on to the gnome until we get downstairs. And then I'll gently set him down in the middle of all the humans and just nod and like pat his head and turn to walk out.
I want to walk up to Mr. Hold Person. He's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shrieking internally.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at like kind of, I don't know who's taller, but
Him.
get him. Cool. I'm gonna get him. Oh wait, no, I can fly. Just enough to meet him at his eyes, and just say, "Are you quite finished?"
He can't respond.
I know.
He's gonna have some words with his friends when this is all said and done.
Yeah, he can get back with him in 23 hours.
Yeah.
Do you all leave?
Yeah, now I'm in.
Sean,
Head on out.
do you leave?
You are muted.
Oh, thank God. I thought he was.
Yeah, I also I do. I take a drink off a table, of course. I would like to just ask the question. My one of my personality traits is tavern brawling. So have I been here and like had a fight in this tavern before?
I feel more appropriately. Well, you would if you have ever been to the Fog and Frog. Yes, you have gotten in a fight here because this is where the racist pirates hang out.
Okay, all right. Just for my own knowledge. Yeah, I'll just take a drink and spit on their floor, and walk out with that dude's staff.
I will be flying out. Very, very Peter Pan-esque. Because I haven't done this since I was a sorcerer.
Wings of love.
Lucky kind of wanders out and just says, I hate that place.
I'm amazed that Proprietor's disguise worked as long as it did for a bunch of apparently horribly, violently racist people as patrons.
It will continue to work until Bacaris' spell wears off.
How long are we here for? I may have just made some powerful friends. Enemies.
At least a week.
Oh.
Something tells me you get those two words mixed up a lot, don't you, Bacaris?
That reminds me. I mean, we've been to Waterdeep, and they're chill. And you guys have dealt with some of the issues that Saltmarsh has. Seaton is worse. By all accounts. There's more people. There's more shops. There's, more variety here or whatever. But, like any non-humans, it's anyone. There's like a whole quarter that's dedicated to like the housing of the other populations. I mean, I've managed to stay in other places just because I've got, family. But I would be wary.
Well, wait, if you've been here in other places, why'd you take us to the Foggy?
Because I know this place the best.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, after the last time getting dropped in the middle of the ocean with a kraken, I didn't really want to take it too many chances.
Yeah. Well,
If any, I say it like we're like walking out.
Yeah.
It sounds like we were leaving.
You guys are out. Yeah.
Yeah. As we're like out, entering into like the city street, I say,
well, if any of these shitheads try to come after me, I'll be ready.
Well, any old shithead you can take, but the city guards.
We should try to find a place where we can lay low until our meeting with the Duke, it would seem. If we can get that taken care of, perhaps we can find more enjoyable accommodations.
Lucky, do you know where the dead are kept?
A graveyard? Is this a trick question?
Specifically, where is the graveyard?
I don't know.
Does it have a crypt?
I don't know.
Is you like looking for someone now?
Mm-hmm. Not specifically, but we could find shelter with anyone of my faith.
In a graveyard? Fuck that.
Specifically in the crypts below a graveyard.
Oh, God.
Hopefully.
We
Hell
can also
no.
go to this non-human quarter, and that should suffice, since not a one of us is a pure-blooded human.
If I locate a holy place, I will also be able to take us to the lighthouse and back.
Well, we will have time to worry about that once we have met with the Duke tomorrow. Which I'm sure the accommodations in a crypt under a cemetery would be fine, but we might want to be able to be as presentable as possible when going before the Duke tomorrow. So perhaps a place with a bath, or at least real beds would be preferred.
Yeah, let's go someplace nice, alright? I'll go Spain's as good as any.
Yeah.
That is not how racism works.
I mean, have you ever met a problem that money couldn't solve?
Many.
Several, but
Yes.
Name one.
well, we didn't buy our way out of Granny Nightshade. We killed our way.
Did we draw?
To be fair,
We did.
she may
Tried to-
not have needed money, but everyone has a price. Hers was children. We just didn't accept it.
Yeah, Vic gets it. Okay, where are we going?
Lucky starts leading you guys down the road. And we'll call it there for tonight.